Check. All right,
One,
people.
two, three.
Well, go on. Big up on yourself, people. Mad respect. Anybody with 2D,
well,
big up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know. Unannounced stream. One of the most requested question right now. One of the most requested thing right now from us. People been asking, yo, how you guys managed to get a house and house this them have a lot of questions about this whole purchasing and the procedure.
How to go about buying your first home. I know that, well, if you've already owned and you're planning to buy a second one, you're obviously a pro. So for first-time home buyers, and I've also gotten the question, is it better to own than to rent? I'm always for ownership and not renting, definitely. But I think that's also a subjective thing where if you're single and you have no children, you're not married and anything like that, I think renting is okay. But I think when you're starting to build a family, when you have kids, when you have a wife or a husband, ownership, especially as Black people, ownership is always the best way to go because that's literally an asset, right? I'm not gonna, knock the whole rent thing because it works for some people. For me, I just always I like seeing my name on things. I'm gonna definitely want to say, anywhere may I move go, the title have my name on it. Know what I mean?
Right,
so I have...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, introduce.
Yeah. So I have a professional real estate agent on the line. So for some people who want to call and ask questions, you can do that. Mr. Rayon Anderson is on the line, also a family member of mine. Say hello. Rayon,
hey, people, big up. Hey, we know
Can
this
you
now.
guys hear me? You can't hear me. Hello, everybody. How you doing?
Yeah, people might hear it right now. Hey, people, share the stream, like the stream. We know this not gonna be one of the popular streams because
it's not about
anything we have to do with good with information. Anything we have to do with providing information, we know say all them things that always get buried.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? If you have some questions, just put the questions together and we can ask him and we'll just learn a lot. Because I am here to learn. We don't come across like we're professionals or anything.
Yeah, we just
right.
I can only speak on my experience.
Yeah.
I'm not a professional. I don't work in real estate, but I definitely know all the requirements now for owning. Them pretty much ask for everything, your life, DNA, blood, every goddamn thing they want.
Even if your soul can bleed, they'll ask for it.
I know, right?
All right,
and also I think as young people, one of 2 or 3 things that are important. When you're planning to buy a house, you need lots of money and you need a good amount of money, you need credit, and you need a good partner in your life. Because believe me, if you don't have
Most
somebody
definitely.
where you're on the same page with, that shit'll never work.
Most definitely.
Exactly. And out of the 2, money, having a lot of money and credit, believe me, money don't mean shit if you don't have credit.
Exactly.
Okay.
Credit is king, queen, god, emperor, ruler, all.
Exactly. Especially, we live in
North
Canada,
America.
so I can only speak on the Canadian process, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, no matter how much money you have in your account, if you don't have no credit, you can't buy shit in this country. I'm telling you that.
Well,
Right, Ryan?
that's one of the main things. One of the things that people also need to consider is the whole situation with putting 20% down. Now, that's a situation where money, you will be able to have a little bit more of a leeway.
Yeah.
If you are in the position where you can put 20% down, that'll allow you to avoid the CMHC insurance that is placed on your property.
Right.
And that avoidance will allow you to be able to have a less mortgage payment per month. And it'll also allow you to get around the whole credit situation because, I mean, how many people are walking around every single day with 20% of $600,000?
Exactly. And a lot of people, and let me tell you, this is not easy. When me and Wiz been missing from YouTube for over a year. Him pop up and do a stream once in a while, right? We were just focused on building ourselves outside of YouTube because honestly, there are certain things where we have priorities and goals that we need to meet, and me never want to get to a point where I come online and I brag about a house where I not own. You know what I mean? That's just not me. I prefer no say this is mine, I worked for it, and now me feel happy when I can move on to the next goal. Because believe me, enough of them I have. So,
Oh yeah.
So, but I'm saying though, for black people, it is better to own, because push come to shove, I can put this back on the market and sell it for even more than what I pay for it, right?
Most definitely. That's something that a lot of people really need to consider when it comes to
Walanda,
buying
Ryan.
a home.
Walanda.
Okay.
Is it reading? All right, never mind. It never read. Someone just donated. So if me illegal, me can get a house. Actually, in Canada, no, unless you have someone buying it for you,
They can co-sign with you on the whole process.
Yeah, but
and at the same time, it also comes back down to what we spoke about before with 20% down. If the person has the ability to be able to put 20% down on a property, then you can go about the process on your own. You'd still need a lawyer to be able to aid you throughout the whole process. However, you have a better shot if you have someone that can sponsor you or be a co-signer on the property for you. You can't just go about getting it on your own.
Exactly.
The same way how a regular Canadian would.
So, and that's one thing we wanted to shut down too. We had to have some local loudmouth people where from God knows where them come from. Used to talk about, oh, them can't fly, them illegal, them this and that. No, nigger. We were just working on other things. First of all, you can't own anything here if you're illegal.
Seriously?
Yeah, believe me, you have them out there, them come like a leech. But but still though, as Ryan is saying, the more money you have, the better for you. Right? The more money you can pay, and your credit, I'm telling you, people, I know a lot of people who don't even realize the importance of having good credit. You understand? Me always don't play with weak credit. Know what I mean?
Right, because the thing about it, just to give a number to so that they would be able to relate to it, properties in Toronto right now in the GTA are averaging between $600,000 to $900,000. Right? You're definitely seeing a whole lot, even some little shacks that are going for $1 million.
Let me tell you. Ryan, when we started looking, I was seeing like this house we got is huge, right? Mm-hmm. I saw houses that are not even a quarter of this size for $700,000 and something, and I'm like, what?
Yo. Exactly. But in terms of the number, just so that they would understand, when I say 20%, $600,000, 20% of $600,000 is $120,000.
Exactly.
20% of $900 is $180,000. So between $120,000 to $180,000. If you're not walking around with that,
if you not have that in your account,
that's a situation where credit, as we were saying, credit is
right.
And just so the people have a better understanding, name is Rayon Anderson, team lead of Sherlock Holmes. I've been doing this now for about 4 to 5 years. Outside of what people usually have a knowledge for, they usually learn about the American side of things. I'm pretty sure you've seen the stuff pop up about Robert Kiyosaki coming to Canada and saying, I'm going to teach you how you can go about investing in properties and things like that. However, the American side of things is not as it's not the same as over here.
Right.
They have something over there called the FHA loan. I'm pretty sure a lot of the people have heard about that. And they're saying, oh, I can go to the bank and get an FHA loan. Not so. Mm-hmm. The FHA loan is called the Federal Housing Act loan, right? We don't have something like that over here in Canada.
Right.
That is strictly America. That allows them to be able to get a property for 3.5%. If they have ridiculously low credit. However, because of coronavirus, that's changed and it's gone up to 700. You need to have a 700 Beacon score to be able to get the FHA loan at this point in time.
Yeah.
So
hold on. We're seeing a lot of questions in the chat room. We're gonna allow people to call in shortly, so you can call in and actually get your questions answered in real time. But definitely, Ryan, break it down. We can know exactly what's going.
Right. So, with that being said, bringing it back to the whole situation with Canada, one of the things that individuals would need is to make sure that they have at least 5% for a property. So if you're looking at something that's $600,000, you would need to have at least $30,000 on hand. Aside from that, everything that they do goes by a multiplier. So if you are working at a job right now and you make about $40,000, multiply that by 5. Usually, that is what the mortgage broker will look at to say how much house you can afford.
Right.
So that would basically say that you can afford a home that's $200,000 off rip, right? Now, that's one factor. The other factor is how much money you've saved and how good your credit is, right?
Yeah, I'm happy you mentioned that too, because another thing where people, so I was getting some questions. Oh, so how much I buy a house for? I didn't really want to go into all that detail, but
another business.
Yeah, right.
And it still isn't.
So
Exactly.
I'm just saying that. But when I was looking and I saw, I don't know how it's so different. When we were looking at homes, I saw something come up from Atlanta. I saw mansions in Atlanta for like $299,000. I'm like, what? The houses here, every house here that we looked at was like $500,000 and over. I'm like, yo, what is happening? What the housing market is so different in America?
It's ridiculously different.
300, 400,000. Like, I don't see. First of all, houses here for 400,000 look like shit.
Hey, Phil, Reggae, big up enough. Marcus, hold on, Marcus Hunter. Marcus Hunter look like in the market right now. You're searching for a house. All right, you definitely can call in and ask some questions if you have any questions. Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
But just to give you some a little background as to why that is what it is, in terms of America and the economy and how they have certain things set up. America, the way how their money is set up is through the taxability of each one of its citizens, as well as Canada. However, aside from the taxability of each one of the American citizens that are there, they also lean their wealth on like gold, oil, the S&P 500 and things like that. Those things have a factor into the housing market over there. When it comes to how they go about giving loans, they're a lot more lenient with giving those loans. So because of that now, certain places, they are very hyperinflated versus other places where they're trying to get people to move towards where you would see the lower prices, like you can see a mansion for 200,000. How that would translate to over here in Canada, though, we're not as lenient. we don't. we don't lean our money in the same way. We have to make sure that everything is completely backed and checked. So, I mean, the good thing is it allows Canada to have the strong economy that it does, where everybody was saying, oh, coronavirus is going to completely dismantle us. No, Canada has about 64, what was it? The last time I checked? They have about $34 billion owed to them already from America alone, and those things are supplanted into the economy. So that's money that's coming in. Outside of that, when it comes to the economic backing of our dollar, that's why credit is king.
All right, right, definitely. So that is my whole issue right now. All right, as for me, I came to Canada at a late stage in my life. Yeah. So when I came to Canada,
you learned about credit the hard way.
Right. So I have to learn about credit the hard way. Me, I know about saving on a mattress, saving a little. You cut all one Milo tin, you push your money in the Milo tin.
I know, right? Jamaicans are like that.
That's how we know about. And a lot of people on the live, we know them migrate late as well. So them come over and it's a whole new world. So it's like the importance of credit instead of having upfront cash, having good credit. Like Thani in the chat room saying I have 760 credit score right now. And
good. That is good. That is good. Do not mess up your credit for nothing or nobody. Let me tell you.
At this point in time, they actually changed up something. So this is actually the perfect time in Canada right now, well, specifically in Ontario, to buy. They lowered the interest rates last week, Friday. So if you were able to qualify for a certain amount of homes, like if you went and you got pre-qualified, and that's another thing. If you're looking for a property, you need to get pre-qualified. Once you get pre-qualified, then you start to look for a property.
Yeah.
But if you were pre-qualified before for $300, you would most likely be qualified for more money now for a down payment for a home. So anybody who's done it before, go back to your mortgage broker or go back to the bank or whoever you spoke to before and know that you actually do at this point in time qualify to get more money than you did before.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you can save, like, whatever situation you're in, because everybody has to rent up until some point where you can own, right?
Yes.
So I just think try to do the bare minimum with if you're renting, I think it's better to aim to own a property than to be paying some hefty sums for a rent. Like that's not benefiting you in any way, shape, or form.
Well, on the
right?
bullshit. We can start from the beginning. So why is it really important, Ryan, to own a home? Why is it important, really?
Well, one of the main reasons why it's important to own a property is because of legacy. You can there's so many things that come along with it. The equity that's in there, you can use it to be able to get another property, or you can help yourselves throughout time. So as your children are getting older, that's money that can be used to help them through school. A lot of people do that. Or even then simple retirement as time passes by. At the end of the day, a home in and of itself is somewhat of an asset. It's definitely an asset, but it's somewhat of an asset depending on how you manage it.
Yeah.
And really, in the black communities, like generational wealth, like, as soon as you get older, it's like parents, all right, go on out, go suffer, like how we suffer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like how we had to suffer and get what we get, so kids them need to do the same. But in the white community, them pass down legacy, them have legacy passed down, so
wealth.
It gets easier and easier.
And just to show you in terms of like the breakdown, because a lot of people say, oh, well, redlining and those type of things, that doesn't happen over here. No, it's not so. It's the same thing over here in Canada. When it comes to black individuals, when they just came over here in the 1980s from the Caribbean and in Nigeria, all these other places, it's not by chance that everybody ends up either on Western Road in Finch or on Jane and Finch or in Scarborough in certain areas in Malvern. Those are areas that were specifically tailored and put there with the idea for us to, be redlined to be into those places. Now, in terms of the mentality-wise, as you're saying, to be able to pass down generational wealth, once we're in those areas, it's the same thing. It's harder for us to be able to get loans for businesses. It's harder for us to be able to get approvals for mortgages and all of those things. But as things and times have changed, we are now in the position where those things that kept us at bay before, even though to a certain extent they're still there, are not as adamant. So we definitely have to grab hold and take control of what we possibly can right now. It's the perfect time.
All right.
So in terms of legacy.
A quick question from the chat room. Marlon is asking how best can he increase credit in Canada right now? Like some quick tips, fast ways to increase credit.
All right. So if you're supposed to take all your money right now and, before that, you call Equifax, you call TransUnion, you figure out what they say you owe. Yeah. If the situation is that they tell you have X amount and you paid all down, that's all good and fine. No problem. However, the fastest way to do it is to get yourself a Capital One credit card or any credit card that functions like a Capital One credit card, meaning that every single month, not every 3 months, not every 6 months, every single month when you make your payment, it will be registered into the system that you're making your payments on time. So you would load up the max that you possibly can on that credit card and make the payments towards what you owe to Equifax and TransUnion, and then pay off the difference on the card. You want to make sure that you don't go above 30% on that credit card in terms of your usage as well, because what's going to happen is that would also negatively affect your credit score.
Yeah.
All right.
So the situation.
Not only that, lifestyle changes are important.
Most definitely.
Is it?
Sheriff Thorny started growing my credit through gas payment.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Gas and coffee. It's no joke. Yeah. Even though I'm saying to do those little incremental payments, so I'll give you an example. There was this person, I told him about what I just said to you guys, and he just used his Capital One credit card for gas and Tim Hortons coffee. And about 7 months down the road, because it was a consistent payment every single month, we ended up going out to go look for a property. It's more than doable.
Damn.
Yeah. Lifestyle changes. People, and especially in Jamaican community, like people, we don't know nobody else in the world we had like Jamaican people. Flashy, love the flossing, all of them something there.
We're not human beings, man. Jamaica is not a real place. We're
I'm
different.
telling you, right? But I'm telling you, it
But I
don't
love
pay
us so
off.
much.
It does not help you in the long run if you spend all your money on name brand stuff and partying and like them got a party, everybody have to have a bottle of Hennessy what tastes like
Right.
gasoline. That
Oh,
just the hype life, honestly.
honestly, I can't
And
lie. Hennessy has never
you
been appealing to me.
exactly,
Hey,
you may see somebody who don't live like that and them broke. No, them probably have way more money than you in them accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like,
hey, Shar, you talk about things in the chat room. Maybe you can call in shortly and give us some suggestions that we haven't mentioned because,
yeah.
yeah, you seem like you know your thing.
And
You're right.
also, just to add to the building the credit part, paying your bills on time, as Rayon was
Yeah.
saying, but not just, some people ignore the other small bills. So like your utility bills, your phone bill, stuff
Yes.
like that, people. Those
All
things
of those
don't
things matter.
necessarily build your credit, but the moment you miss a payment or you pay
They
your
will
bills late,
ding
it
your credit.
affects your credit negatively.
I know that even when it comes to
Yeah.
your phone and things like that, they definitely do help to assist in upping your credit score. Incrementally, not as fast, but they definitely do factor in.
Yeah, once you
Um,
keep paying on time. Don't pay your
exactly.
bills late, even if it's small. Make sure all your bills are paid. Even if you're broke when you're done, try not owe nobody. Nobody can call my phone. Nobody can call
Exactly.
his phone. Hey, them collection agencies? I've heard
hmm
many dark stories about these kind of people.
Right.
You understand?
Right. Right.
Don't put yourself in a position where people calling you, or you owe this, you owe that, all them kind of things there. Right? So
Exactly.
that's one of the first steps in building good credit.
Right. And also, just to add to what I was saying before about making the payments to Equifax and TransUnion through your credit card, the reason why I'm suggesting that is because it would be registered a lot more faster into the system if you make the payments through the credit card, as opposed to you saying, you know what, I just want to clear all my bills and make one big lump sum. Yes, definitely feed into getting as much debt taken care of as possible, but if you're having something registered in the system frequently that you're making these payments, it will help to boost your credit, even though you owe a lot of money still. It will still get you up there, and get you up there really fast.
Hey,
and also the minimum you need is 680, just so you know, people.
680.
Your goal is 700, but your minimum is 680.
All right, so Dre, anyway, in the chat room, same credit 560. All right, it was 560. Now climb up to 620 and it's going up. All that in just 4 months. In just 4 months time. So yeah.
Just keep doing that. The aim is to be in the 800s, people. Best place to be when you're in them bracket there by any day of the year.
Vibes Classic, big up.
David. So the aim is to always continue build and build and build.
Overachiever.
Yeah. So we stay.
That's right. Always.
But yeah, just talk about what the housing market is like now since Corona. 'Cause before Corona, things were a little bit different. But then when Corona happened, I thought, okay, maybe houses might be cheaper now because of the whole pandemic. Man, was I wrong? Everything skyrocketed, and there were bids. Like people, there were on one house they have like 20 people bidding on the same house.
Try to pay at least $1 over amount due as well.
Yeah,
good suggestions.
Always, because then you build credit for yourself.
Exactly. No, but so around the time when Corona was happening, one of the things that people were doing with the people that had money, they would go around and they would try and buy as many properties as possible, waiving the whole thing with the home inspections and things of that nature, trying to grab up, because of the opportunity.
Yeah.
But what a lot of people were missing, because I did, myself and my partner Chuku, our broker of record for Solak Homes, we did an analysis on the market. We saw that there was a 10% drop. However, it was going to rally back around the beginning of June. We told this to the people, and we said by the time it gets to mid-June, there's going to be a lot of bidding wars. And when it comes to bidding wars, just so you know, people, anything that you're looking to buy, make sure you have an additional $30,000 extra.
Yeah.
Anything more than 30,000, forget about it, because now it turns into a situation where if you want to gain equity on that property, it's going to be a lot harder for you. Do not pass that 30,000 mark, right?
Yeah.
If the situation is, oh my gosh, I really love it, it's okay. You'll love another one. Just keep it moving.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
So,
If you're that always try to, well, I don't think you'd be looking for a house if you don't have the salary or the income anyway. But
exactly.
you definitely need to try to make more than your bills and every single thing that you have to spend out every single month, right?
And it needs to make sense. It needs to make sense. It's not just a situation of, yes, I also have a home. You need to think in the long term. So, case in point, there's a property that a client of mine was looking at to purchase. The property was $1.2 million. I looked at when that property was initially bought. That property was bought for about a little over $100,000. So this has been here for years, right?
Oh,
yeah.
This property was transferred from the original owners, which I'm guessing is the parents, to the owners now, the children, for $1, right? You know,
See?
for
Just to make
purchase
it
of $1.
Generational wealth.
yeah.
Exactly. But from just a little bit shy of 100,000 to $1.2 million goes to show the importance of being able to get into a property that has an area that has anchored properties around it, has development planned out for the next 3 to 5 years. It's not just a situation of getting into a property. It's also planning so that you know that your money is going to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Location.
Location.
Definitely a good point.
Mm-hmm.
So people can definitely see that buying a home is also a good business because you buy it and then 5 years or now the value increase like so much.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
one of the things that's very interesting, too, is fourplexes. That's one thing that I really love. Fourplexes fall under the niche of being commercial and residential at the same time.
Yeah.
So you don't have to buy it for 20% down. You can get it for 5% down. However, for the people that are living there, it functions like commercial because you can actually, by increasing the rent, increase the equity of the property as well. You can't do that with residential.
Right. And that's a plan we have. Like, as I said, I want to own an apartment building and probably start with a duplex or a triplex or, one of those, right?
Yes.
Because then at least I could just rent it out. Even just one tenant can be paying my mortgage while I'm collecting the rest of the money as revenue.
Exactly.
So it's really, real estate is a really good investment.
Mm-hmm.
And also, because even buying this home, this is our starter home. I'm not planning to live here forever. Right, Wiz? This is just our starter home.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. No. We talked about it. As we say, we sit down, we plan. We're on the same page when it comes to making certain big decisions. This is our starter home. And at the end of the day, this is not my dream home as yet, because believe me, Wiz need to come up with $1 million.
Hey, hold on. Big up my cousin on the chat show, Meet the Watsons. What a new vlog channel. Hey, people, go over and subscribe and Meet the Watsons.
Right.
So definitely pure drama. Big up yourself.
All right.
So this is our starter home, and I'm hoping that, because my dream home, I can't afford it as yet. My dream home is probably going to run me over 850,000 to 1.5. Right, Wiz? Okay. So and I'm planning, and because we had a goal of because we were both studying in school full time, just in 2017, and then we said, okay, 5 years. In 5 years, we need to own a home, and we did it in less than 5. And then now I say, okay, 5 years from now, I need to buy my dream home, and this I don't think I'm gonna sell this. I'm probably just gonna rent it out to somebody, right? And hopefully we can get there. So in less than 5, okay, right? So it's all about investing and building. We have kids. Them need for when we move out. Even if we're renting it, we can't. I'm probably gonna switch the names of ownership to the children.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if we can get some quick 1 second, Ryan.
Hello.
Yes.
Caller, turn on the live stream. All right, people try calling already.
Cut
People got questions already.
Yeah.
All right, go on.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So Ryan, tips on owning multiple properties.
Or even one right now, and everybody say, yo, them want the whole heap of
Yeah,
Like
no,
Sharon and
For
people.
starter home, yeah. If you're for your starter
Okay,
home,
Yeah.
it's all
starter
about
home.
credit, people. One of the main things to getting your first home is credit and money.
All right,
Well, you
so
need your down payment, and you have to
yes,
remember, so you need breathing room, closing costs, and all them something there.
yes,
A lot of money too, right? So you have to
right,
have down payment plus thousands more for all them. You have to do your home inspections. You have to do all kind of
right,
other little things afterwards that cost a lot of money, and you can't buy
right.
a house in one day. If you have
No,
that in your mind, please take it out,
no.
right?
One
If
of
you
the all
see,
right. So as you just eloquently said, I'm going to just add
yeah,
to that. One of the things that people also have to consider. So, you first things first, you have to go and get pre-approved. Once you get
yeah,
pre-approved, you know your financial situation and you'll know how much money you need for a down payment. Then you're going to go about getting the house. Um, that's where I would come in. My job is negotiation and also helping you find the property. Also, with the team behind me, a good realtor or broker would make sure they have the lawyers, mortgage brokers, appraisers, inspectors, everybody. It's a one-stop shop, right?
Right.
You would go, you put your down payment on the property. Once you put your down payment on, and mind you, in terms of how much you would put, a
yeah,
down payment usually stretches between 1.5 to 2% of the property. So on average, you would say that's about $15,000 to $20,000 that you have in the market right now to put as a down payment. Once that's done, then the individual would then get the home inspector to come through and inspect the property. If there's something that they find to be horribly wrong or just, small little fixes here and there, you can do one or two things. You can either have the person fix those issues. Once those issues are taken care of, everything is good to go. Or they can take the cost of fixing those issues out of the asking price for the property, right?
yeah,
Moving forward, the next thing is once that's taken care of, you're good to go. You just have to wait until your closing date. You want to make sure that you don't do anything stupid financially. Don't decide that you want to become an entrepreneur right now and quit your job that you've been working for the 2+ years.
exactly.
Don't decide that you want to go and get a brand new car just because, you feel like driving a BMW because your next door neighbor has a Mercedes.
What
Don't
a
go out and
hype.
take out them credit cards. Leave your financial situation the exact way it is.
Yeah,
Because the next step is before closing, it's going to go to an underwriter. The
yeah,
underwriter is going to look at your financial situation, see what's going on, and make sure that everything is okay with you being able to purchase that property.
yeah,
They say everything's good to go, then it's going to go to a title company or mortgage company. Their purpose is to basically take all of the monies that are supposed to go to the individual sources, pool it together, and make the payments for you. The whole goal is to make the process as simple as possible. When it
yeah,
gets to that phase, where all the money is being pooled to pay the lawyers, the inspectors, the mortgage broker, and to make sure that the bank and everything gets lined up with the mortgage that you're going to be paid, you just get your paperwork, you sign on the dotted line, and you move in. Once
yeah,
you're in the property now, 2 months after will be when you make your first mortgage payment. And that's the process. In long and short, the faster way of saying it. However, now you're in the property. How do you go about getting more? Well,
yeah,
y'all are hearing it first here, right?
All right.
One, let's say your property, you get an appraiser, they come, they say the property is worth $700,000,
All right.
right? For $700,000, you're going to multiply that by 80%, right? So $560,000 is what you would qualify for being able to get. And then you subtract your mortgage, your existing mortgage on it. So let's say you have about $250 left, $250,000 left on your mortgage. You have the ability to get $310,000 out of the property,
yeah,
right? You can take that equity and use that money as a down payment on another property. But if you do that, you're going to be putting 20% down.
Yeah.
How do you go about getting out of 20% down? The situation would basically be that the property that you're living in right now, you would have to either sell the property, but you don't want to do that. What you want to do is you want to actually put it up that property that you're presently living in is your new rental property. And the new property that you're going to is your new home.
Yeah.
So by
Resident.
saying that this is rental income and the new property that you're going into is now your place of stead, this is now your home, your matrimonial home, if you're married, whatever,
All right.
you will be able to put 5% down on purchasing that property. That's how you
Right.
play the game here in Canada.
Instead of 20.
Yeah.
Instead of 20.
Yeah, so I know about also also if you run a business, like I know a lot of us have like entrepreneurial things on the side.
Yeah.
You can also buy another property through the name of your company
Yes, you can.
or
Yes.
whatever else it is, and then you'll be able to put 5%.
Hey, people.
As opposed to
people.
using
Yes.
your own government name, you buy it under your business.
Well, I
Unless the
one that the
situation is
people
that
watching
you're
right
looking
now,
at
the people
commercial.
watching right now, would dropping gems right now. Like, people need to take notes right now, because
Yeah.
inside information right now you're getting. Hold on.
Yeah, you're not getting this from a Robert Kiyosaki class.
All right.
Exactly.
Hold on. Let me
And-
try to get a phone call first and foremost.
Hello?
If viewers feel left out. Hello. Good day.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, turn on the live stream, boss. Turn on the live stream.
Stop the time. I see the little program right there.
Turn down the live stream.
Turn
I
the
hear
stream
myself.
down. We're hearing it in the background.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. What going?
What go on?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have any questions?
No, I'm just there taking the stream and say, yeah, man, it's a nice thing.
Yeah, man. Respect. Respect. We're trying to share some information.
Ja trucking ends.
1 second.
Is it much harder for a self-employed individual?
Hey, J.
Yes.
Trucking.
It is much harder for a self-employed individual. The only thing is when it comes to a person who's self-employed, they want to make sure that they have everything on record. So you need to make sure that you have a really good accountant,
Yeah.
right? It doesn't matter how much money you make or how much money you've made. You need to make sure there is a paper trail.
Yeah, it's
so if
recorded.
you don't have that, you need to start working on that. That's one thing that's definitely going to help save you a lot of headache and turmoil. The second thing is when it comes down to it, you want to go to, let me see here, the specific name of a lending company that you can go to be able to get a loan. Let me just look it up here really quick. This is very important when it comes
KK,
to
definitely credit is definitely important. It's not just dropping a bag. It's not all about having upfront cash some of the time, you know.
It is not.
Good credit score.
Yeah. As them say, yeah, no matter how much money you have in your account, if you're not on a credit, up here, so credit is gold. You know what I mean? Good credit is important.
Hey, J.A. Chucking, big up in respect.
Yes. One of the things, credit union. So if you are a self-employed individual, you're running your business, you have your paper trail, you can show that you have money to put as a down payment on a property. Your credit is fairly good, but the banks and other A lenders are giving you a headache. You can actually go to credit union. Credit unions, some of them, they don't operate the same way as CMHC would operate, where they would be so stringent to make sure that you qualify and all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted and things of that nature. They're a lot more lenient with giving out the money, and you get about the same kind of interest rate on the mortgage that you would get from an A or another B lender source.
Facts.
So at this point in time, you can actually still get some interest rates as low as 3.39%, or even then, in some cases, I've seen credit unions even give out 2.79, 2.74% just as well as a lender would give. So the way how you go about finding a credit union, get yourself associated with a very good mortgage broker. And it's not just to take somebody off of word of mouth. You have to know that this person, has done this kind of thing before. At this point in time, you can contact Wiz or Shakira, and they can bring you to myself, and I can line you up with some really good mortgage brokers to help you along the way.
All right, definitely. And if you need to get in touch with Ryan, hit us up, and we'll give you the info, give you the link. Definitely.
For real. Let us know when you have to go, Ryan. But you've given some really, really good information. As Ryan was saying, though, if you don't have a paper trail for everything that you've done, show that you have history, credit history, show that you've been paying your taxes, show that you do your taxes and you have a set amount of income every single year, then it's not gonna help you, right? And even if you are doing your own business, even YouTube is a business. I'm
Most
telling
definitely.
anybody in Jamaica, up here, YouTube is not all that because a dollar is a dollar, right? But I'm
A
telling
dollar
you,
is a dollar.
everybody in Jamaica, if you have a skill or you have any kind of talent, if you
Do it. Yes.
put out something, start a YouTube channel because YouTube pays in US dollars, and in
Mm-hmm.
Jamaica, Jamaican dollar weren't shit to US. So the exchange rate is gonna help you so much.
Hold on. We have another expert on the line.
Do it. Yes.
Hello?
Turn on the light.
Turn down the stream. Okay.
I already repeat it. All right.
Yeah. So I know, and I know, that you have some YouTubers in Jamaica who make no good money. The exchange rate help, but all you do is waste it and floss. Don't do that. Try to own something. Build a house. In Jamaica, it's different. It not really operate like the whole credit thing, but still try to get some assets. Build a house, buy some land, do some stuff that later on your kids have. You can leave some things behind.
Fancy by K. I know that you're in the banking industry, so maybe you can provide some inside info as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Hello?
Me?
Yeah.
You're hearing you now.
All right, we're hearing you. Walk on. Hello, Shar.
Oh,
What's up with Shar?
You're breaking up.
Hello.
Okay,
All
it's not working.
Yeah. So definitely, if you have questions, we just don't want Ryan just here talking blindly. If you have any questions or anything specific, you can call in and make we understand. And know.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw some stuff in the chat room where some people are in the US, they're not in Canada. I can't really speak on the process in the US. I can only speak based on the process that I went through here.
I can talk on the process.
Yeah,
in the
go
US.
ahead.
Do you have any questions? Well, they just want to know what the process is in general.
Let me see if I have any questions. Hello, caller.
hey,
Oh yeah, now
Hey.
we're hearing you.
All right, good to go. What's
Yes.
up?
perfect.
Now I see in the
So,
chat room, like well versed. Now I mean, you say you're
Well,
going
that-
on to your second home right
And
now.
and who is it that we're speaking to?
This is Shar.
um,
Shar.
my name is
Nice to
Shar.
meet you,
I
Shar.
am a financial advisor,
Awesome.
Great.
by trade. I don't really put it out there, but yeah, I work for one of those big banks in Canada.
Okay.
So on the
First and
topic
foremost,
of
hold
credit,
on, Ryan. I think you two need to network.
Yeah.
All right.
You know what I mean?
absolutely,
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. We work that out offline. All right, go ahead.
Awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
When it comes on to credit, because in my job I deal with credit and I also deal with processing of mortgages and stuff.
Right.
So when it comes on to credit, a lot of misconception that I see a lot of people come in the office with is that they want a bunch of credit cards.
No.
Yeah, and they feel
No.
like once they have a lot of credit card that they have good credit. Um, that's not so. You literally only need a minimum of one credit card or
Yeah.
two.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And you don't need a high balance credit card because
No.
that gets you into trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I would encourage your listeners, do not get a high balance credit card. And, like Ryan was saying, do not carry more than a 30% balance on your credit card because it is not structured to carry a balance.
No, it's not.
So definitely don't do that. If you have to make a big purchase and you need more money, I suggest get a line of credit. It has a lower interest rate and that is structured to carry a balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's one of the things that people need to really think about. And it's not something I encourage, but if you have to use your line of credit to pay off your credit card, do so because your line of credit is structured to carry a balance.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Also, as it relates to pre-approvals, when you go in to do your pre-approval and you get that, like Ryan said, don't do anything during the time of purchasing your house that affects your present financial situations, because your
Yes.
pre-approval is just that. When you come
Yes.
back to us with that house that you want and we're supposed to process the mortgage, that is when we do the actual processing
Actual. Yes.
and
Yeah.
everything is reviewed. So
Mm-hmm.
And a lot
we
can change.
A
There
lot.
have been a lot of situations where people have gotten pre-approval and then feel like them actually get a mortgage when that's not it.
No,
Because
yep,
then
that's
when
not the
you
case.
get
Leave
the
the
house,
BMW alone.
yeah, you pay the down payment, and then when it goes to the underwriter, when it's that time, then you're like, oh, sorry, you weren't approved, and you literally
Mm-hmm.
wasted months
yep. And
during this
I
Mm-hmm.
have
process.
to deliver that bad news.
Yeah,
So
And then you have to go through me for a mutual release to get your money back for your down payment. It's not nice.
exactly.
yep, it is not a comfortable situation to be in, because when you have to tell somebody that I'm sorry, you cannot purchase your home, um, it's not a good situation
That's
at
like
all.
Yeah.
going back to the drawing board, because it's not like you can search for another home and then no, it's like
And you lose
Exactly.
money that way. There are some houses, they have clauses where if you say you're buying this house, they accepted your offer and you put the down payment down. And then you have to go back, because remember, when you do that, now the person who's selling the house have to go relist and do all these things. Then you sometimes have to pay a fee out of your down payment. So you end up losing money that way.
Yep, absolutely.
Yes.
Because once you sign that agreement that you are, and then you have your conditions listed
Yeah.
and stuff like that, it's now serious.
definitely.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Super.
everything gets affected as well. And also,
Mm-hmm.
on the note of mortgage brokers, do your research.
Yes.
Find you a good mortgage broker. Ryan sounds like a great mortgage broker on the line here.
Well versed.
Um,
I have to know everything. I have to know everything all the
right?
way
Yeah.
down to the lawyer
You
side
have
of things. That's how it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
exactly. You have to find yourself a good mortgage broker and a good realtor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those two are very
Because
I'm
important.
those
right
two have
here,
to work
guys.
together.
I'm right here.
Yeah, right there. You know what I mean? Hint, hint, turn
Right?
up. Yeah.
You
Hint, hint,
have
nudge,
to.
nudge.
All right.
Absolutely. And we were talking about getting a guarantor if your credit is not up to scratch, and that I would caution person signing on as a guarantor, because
Yes,
that is a very serious situation.
Yeah.
Because if
most
that
definitely.
person defaults on that mortgage, that is now your problem.
Oh
Mm.
yes,
Exactly.
That
That
having
is
is now on
that
your
is
head.
your
co-signers.
credit.
And it also,
Hmm.
it also means if you have co-signers on your home, it means the home is not solely yours.
Exactly.
The co-signer is
Yes,
also a owner of your home. So it's not even your
Exactly.
home really,
exactly. I
right?
can
Exactly.
even give
So I
uh,
wouldn't advise doing that. There's also a government program here. A colleague from college was asking me about this the other day,
mhm.
if I approve of them using that, like the government, I think it's the mortgage program where they help you with your down
Mhm.
payment. I was like, nah, if you can do it alone, do it alone,
If you can do it alone, do it
because the
alone.
government ends up owning a portion of your house and you can't even sell it
Well, I
until.
mean,
Absolutely.
the thing with them, they definitely
Yeah,
own,
so
but
don't do that.
they come in 10% of the equity of the property.
One sec.
So when it comes
HW
time
Hold
to
on,
rent it
Hold
out,
Ryan.
on.
Hold on.
sorry.
Blessings Jaradia have a question relating to purchase land in Jamaica if any caller knows. What are the credible sources to purchase land in Ja?
Oh,
That's a
in
Jamaica.
course.
Jamaica. I
Mm.
would have to ask some questions up to some people in Jamaica, but I can't tell you right
Hey, and
now.
Naldo,
I personally would recommend Sagicor if they're actually looking. There's somebody that they can go through that institution, to be able to
Okay.
find somebody to help them. Be,
Oh, buying land,
be assigned to
Sagicor. Okay.
be assigned to a lawyer, a proper realtor. It's like
Okay.
a one stop shop.
all right,
I
Yeah.
would recommend Sagicor.
all right, Ryan. Naldo says he wants to get in touch with her. Naldo, just inbox Jerry the TV on Instagram, and then
Yeah, and
we'll give it the
I'll
info.
give you his information.
Definitely,
Right.
along with Shar
Or
if she's up to it as well. Cause yeah,
yes.
For sure.
You can reach out to me at rayon.anderson.realty on Instagram, or if you're trying to get a hold of me, my number should be in the description of this video by the time it's done.
Yeah.
facts. We'll do that.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll share that.
Another thing, when it comes on to, because I've had where, a person has a guarantor, and later on in life, they feel like they can now take on the mortgage. Bear in mind, when that time comes up, we're going to go through the process of like doing the mortgage all over again because you have to
Hmm.
qualify on your
On your
own.
own, yeah.
On your own, exactly.
Yes. So it's not just a cut clear thing. It's a lot of paperwork behind the scenes to get that done as
Yeah.
well. It's not as straightforward as you would think.
Right,
So
right.
we have to be very mindful when doing that type of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, and that's my little gems for today.
That facts.
Yeah, thank you. That was
Keyword gems.
some
Beautiful
really
things.
good info. And Shar, maybe somebody can ask you some stuff regarding the financial piece. So
Absolutely.
yeah, so if you can
Um,
put your maybe your Instagram or so in the chat, so then maybe they could reach out to you directly. I don't people don't really want to share
absolutely.
personal info like stuff like that.
But yeah.
Hmm.
Absolutely no
And
problem. They can find me at Char Glow Up. Everything is on that page, number and everything. So I'll put it in the chat.
all right, definitely. And
Okay.
Shar will be holding it down in the chat room, or our correspondent in the chat room answering questions as well. You know what I mean?
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All right, bless up,
Thank
And I
you.
bless up.
just
Thank
want
you
to
for
say
Awesome.
calling.
thank you guys for this conversation today. Really appreciate it. Love it.
For sure.
Hmm.
Sometimes we need to get serious. So, and,
Yeah.
we need to promote people owning their own things. So I
Yeah.
appreciate
Definitely.
that.
Definitely.
That's what it's about for real. Blessings,
All
blessings,
right.
Shar.
Bless up.
All right.
Hmm.
For real.
Respect. And anybody else with questions you can call in. All right,
Yeah.
Sir Ryan.
Yes.
I don't even interrupt your train of thought. I don't even remember what we're talking about. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, someone was asking about buying land in Jamaica, and he said he knew Sagicor. He could link them to,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone
Yeah,
there.
that's the best bet. They could reach out and they'll be good to go.
All
But
right.
in terms of anything to do with Jamaica, I would suggest, like, not just to buy land, like you have to be strategic with it. Make sure that you get something that's by a proper tourist area that's at least a 5 to 7 minute walk to the beach. And then once it's all said and done, get it lined up with the tourist board. That way you don't have to worry about what relative is going to go and clean the property and things of that
Yeah.
nature. You can put everything on whatever revenue stream that you want, so you can hire the maids and things like that, and have everything flowing like a proper business.
And that's one of the things I
Yeah.
was actually considering is like owning properties in Jamaica because Airbnb
Mhm.
is booming right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh man, it's ridiculous,
tourism industry soon back up and running. So
right? You
yeah.
feel like how Carnival got mashed up for all of the Caribbean, and Caravana got canceled over here in Canada.
Yeah.
Right now, with what I'm hearing with the Carnival that's supposed to be kicking off in Jamaica,
Yeah.
the amount of people that are going to be Airbnb down there, it's
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
And it's not
yeah,
even the
yeah.
people who travel to Jamaica, just people who live there in general that just want to get away.
Yep.
Yeah, and a lot of them are, traveling across Jamaica to go party, so they use
Exactly.
Airbnbs a lot. Yeah, that's
Mhm.
something we were looking into. Maybe, definitely own something out there and just rent it out.
Right.
But multiple things. Ryan, someone was asking, can you discuss the property tax in Canada? Like what that looks like. One thing I definitely know, it depends on location. Some places it's
Yes.
higher, some places it's lower.
Yeah, most definitely. Property tax varies all throughout Ontario and
Yeah.
based on where you live. Giving you an example, if you're looking at some places in Brampton, it can be about 7,000. If you're looking at some places in Orangeville, because you would think that Orangeville would be lower, but it's actually higher for the for the main purpose of they have a lower population in Orangeville, so that's why the property tax over there would be higher. In Toronto, you're looking at between $8,000 to $12,000.
Oh yeah,
And so
people.
forth. It all
Toronto
depends on where you
is
live.
just ridiculous when it comes to houses,
It's
honestly.
madness.
And it sucks that, like, when I moved to Canada in 2009, I was straight into Toronto. I lived in the city my entire life,
Mhm.
and I was so happy when we were buying this home to move out. Of
So that's the
city.
thing, because honestly, me myself, I'm trying to actually move into the city.
Nah,
In terms of
bruh.
living in the city versus living out of the city, because the both of you have such a very extensive experience with that. What would you recommend?
Okay,
Because
first
the
of
both
all,
of you to me are like
okay.
city people.
It depends. If you're single, I used to think I can't live outside of the city because I used to love everything being walking distance from me,
Right?
and I like it. The city never slept. It was always busy
Yeah.
at any hours of the night. My sisters
Yes.
and I used to walk to 24-hour
That's my thing, it's the
McDonald's
food, in all honesty. If I'm hungry, I
at
can just
2
go right
a.m.
out my
Hello,
door and get something to eat.
Rayan. The selling point is the fresh air. Like when it downtown and you smell all the sewage and all
Oh
that.
my God,
Like
yeah.
coming here,
Yeah.
there's such a big
It is so
difference.
different where we live
Yeah.
There's such
now.
a big difference with the fresh air
It is so different for real.
and
Mhm.
being one with nature.
Yeah, there are a lot more green. I have a lot more space. Definitely the air, and it's better for children too. When you have
Yeah.
kids, it's definitely better not to be in the city because of all those different influences. And downtown Toronto is just
Oh,
filled
yeah.
with crackheads. But
Yeah. I
but
saw Mattress Splinter the other day when I was showing a property.
really
I saw one of those big. I never seen a rat so big in my life. I'm
must
telling
be
you.
Chinatown.
Like,
Hey, you ever go to Chinatown?
Yo, the rat them feed from
yeah.
McDonald's. Them eat
One
good.
time we used to go to Chinatown to buy because certain things you get because Chinatown has like a market.
Man.
You can get like fish and stuff like that. And one time I went to Chinatown, I
Wicked
saw a rat
discount.
that looked like a cat. Okay, the size
Yeah.
of a cat. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, man. This thing looked like it could stand up and have a conversation with you. I know. That's what I saw the other day. I couldn't
But
believe it.
honestly, though, if you are single and you have a good
Yo,
job
Liz.
and you want to live in the hype of things, yes, definitely downtown Toronto is for you because you can get a nice condo downtown.
I'm very single, but I'm not. It's not even about the hype of things. I just want to be down there. So if I'm hungry, I can get food at 2 a.m.
Well, it's for you then.
Hold on. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
What's up,
Good
yo?
afternoon.
We had the touches sound so
So
nice and
different
decent today.
Please leave me alone. I'm in London, England. Don't do that, nigga. Don't do that.
So what's up?
All
You have a
right,
question for us?
Yeah, I have a question. Let's just say I'm in Toronto, Canada, all right? And I'm looking to get a new house. But here's how I want to get the new house. I've been married. I'm divorced. I'm paying alimony now, and I need a new house. I have to leave from my wedded house to get the new house. How do I go about doing that?
All right. So you're married. You got divorced. And you
Yeah.
want to get a new house. Have you
splitting
put the
off.
matrimonial home up for
Hold
sale?
on a second. Wiz, why the brother they stress the marriage and divorce part?
I don't want to know
You
too.
can't just answer a question.
Straight to the point.
Well, no. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking is because you have to sell the matrimonial home first. You have to split
No,
the
she
income
give
of
the
that.
spouse. She does say start fresh.
Yeah, me get the man. Me decide some want be
Yeah.
independent. Hey, tapping night, me up on the phone. My business boy, you want cash back? Boy, you want cash back? Move from here, so me up on the phone. Yeah, what you say?
Yeah. Rayan, she get money house. Yeah.
Yes. All right. So you gave up the house. Everything is all good and clear. If your
Yeah,
credit is good and everything like that, then you would talk to
yeah.
mortgage broker, get yourself pre-approved. Once you know where you stand financially on your own 2 feet, then somebody like
Yes.
myself would step in, and I would go around shopping for properties for you. My job would be to negotiate to make sure that you're actually getting the proper market price. So if they tell you it's
Yeah.
600,000 when it's really 550, I would be the one to make sure that you get it for 550. So then,
Wow,
after that's all said and done,
I love that.
yes.
But let's just say I'm unemployed. Can you get
If you're
enough discount from an unemployed person, like a person who is broke and want to be independent?
If a person is broke and they want to be independent,
So
now
like
the
a
situation
liability.
comes down to how much do you have in terms of your down payment. Do you
Okay.
have at least? You would need to have at least a good sum of money, which is why I'm saying, why would you give the old cruff the full house? You should have sell the house and then have the money
and
for the
take
down
But the
payment.
other man sing here, my man say out club. Look here, go back to your foreign. Nobody with the out club. No,
No, but you
make
say
All
sense.
right.
divorce. You're
But
divorced.
You say
yes,
you're
what are
divorced.
they?
No,
Wiz,
because you say you're
Shaki,
divorced.
Shaki, ask how Jen come on here, you see, speak it smokingly in a Toronto. Ask how Jen come on here, you
Alright, hold
see.
on. Tati, you know, I'm a family upon the live. I'm a family. Alright?
Huh?
He's family.
He is my
Oh,
family.
yeah, your family.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Yes.
God. Ask the Jen come on, you see. If
Gentleman.
I think remember what are the application what are the requirements in buying a house?
Money and
Like
credit,
me
miss.
get up
Money
today
and credit.
and say me want buy a house. It's just money me need, right? Me no need no ID, me no need no something there.
You
The
need
paper
Yes,
you
sign
need a lot of things. Money,
you need a lot
credit.
of things.
You have to have
What?
paperwork. You have to legit. You have to legal.
Yes.
eh. You see them God that's that's why I say me no rate and God artist, you know. Cause get thing and song so good she gotta forget things. Me I know me can't get one house. So that is
Yo,
not
me
all in
can't,
it.
mother.
All right, Tati, big up yourself. Tati,
Yeah
bless up.
man, I'm big up your caller.
Oh my
With
gosh. God bless you.
Shotty I talk about the billion. When you get to remember me at Jamaica, yeah.
All right, definitely. Big up yourself.
I love this
You're the
woman.
first person we're going to link or
And
reach at
big up
Jamaica. Big up.
I want to call and your family. Hello, bye bye. Yeah, sir.
Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah. Take care. God bless.
All right. Big
Yeah,
up.
yeah, man. God bless you, Jolene. Lacy Jolene. Respect fam. Bloody hell, I'm out.
I cannot.
Hey.
Good front girls to get into too.
Yo.
Me get one
Oh my
house.
gosh.
All right, next caller.
She went straight from Jamaican to tea time.
What?
Okay.
Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
All right, Fancy YK, what's up?
It's Kay. I am good. I just want to chime in. So you guys know I'm a financial advisor to one
Right,
of the big banks
Awesome.
here in Canada, in Alberta, Canada.
right.
Awesome.
So I just want to chime in on the down payment portion of it because I noticed since the other day the banks are getting tougher
Mm.
Yeah.
on the down payment reasonability. So basically, what they want is to make sure that you have 2 years income
Yes.
to show you've been working at a job more than 2 years and how long you've been saving the money for. They have to see that you can't just say, all right, I'm going to put $20,000 in a savings account and put that on a down payment. Depend on
Yes.
How much the mortgage is, right? As you guys know, $20,000. I just give an example. $20,000 is not a lot of money to put on a house now
No.
for down payment based on the markets, especially in Toronto. I'm in Edmonton, so it's a little bit cheaper. So $20,000 can be a down payment. So I'm just giving an example in Edmonton. Also, for first-time home buyers, if you start saving in RSPs, you can use that as a down payment up to 3 months before you purchase the house. So that's just something I wanted to input. If anybody have any questions, they can send up in the chat and I can answer too. But I just wanted to put that in. I didn't listen to all of the lives, so I'm not sure if you guys touch on that
Yeah,
topic.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
a little bit of everything.
Little, yeah, pretty much a little
Yeah.
of everything.
For the most part. It's the part that I spoke on before, just to reiterate, is in regards to the down payment, is that usually it's between 1.5 to 2% of the ask of the property. And that can range from being just under to above 20,000. But in terms of just being able to get your foot in the door, a lot of the
You need more
people,
than that, actually.
depending on the area in Ontario,
Yeah.
Right.
they would come with between the 15 to 20.
Yeah. So as I see with RSPs, I see someone put the RSPs very important. RSPs is good to save, and again, for like retirement. But again, if you're buying your house for the first time, you can use that, and you have 15 years to pay it back. So it's really a good way to start because you cut back on your taxes when you're doing your taxes. You get a little bit back. So there's so much benefits in doing that. Also, you don't have to just put a lump sum every year. You can just do a monthly or bi-weekly contribution to it. The banks will set that up for you. So that's my tip. All right, guys.
Yeah,
Okay, big
thank
up.
you.
All the best.
There's
You're
one
welcome.
other thing I didn't mention. So when you save all them thousands and thousands of dollars, when you're about to start looking for a home, you need to remember that the whatever amount of money you're gonna need, and believe me, try to give yourself maybe like 40 to 50,000. Even if you're buying the house at 5%, you still need to make sure you have liquid
Have that
cash
extra,
at about 40 to 50,000 because when it comes to closing, anything can come up.
Yes.
All
Transfer
them
fees, all of
fees,
Transfer fees and things like that. You
lawyers,
want
you
to
have to
make
pay
sure.
a lawyer. Like we had to go through the entire process, a very long and stressful process. But try
Well,
to
I mean,
give
it's only
yourself
long now because it was
breathing
the first
room.
bite, but like, It gets so much easier after the fact.
Yeah. Afterwards, but like getting in the door, all the different steps you have to go through, and that money has to be in your account for at least 3 months.
Yeah. Unless the situation is that you have somebody that can sign off to say it's a gift.
Yeah.
If the situation is that you have a family member that's willing to loan you X amount of money to help you, like your grandmother or your father or uncle,
like
auntie.
for some people where their parents give them money or help them to buy a house.
Or you're looking to get the help. That's one of the options. But you have to make sure that it's set up that way with a lawyer to show that the money has been given as a gift into the account.
Yeah, that money needs to be in your account for at least 3 months. Try to keep it longer. Try to have more money longer. But at least 3 months, you're going to need to have, just to show that, okay, where did this money come from,
the funds
right?
Are there. Yeah. One thing also, just to talk, because let's say a person goes into their RRSPs and they have the 15 years to pay it back. They're working at whatever job that they're working at and they're thinking, my gosh, like I just took out a good 30,000, 40,000 out of my RRSPs. How will I go about paying this back? Well, one of the things that you should always consider in Ontario, on average, the appreciation of properties go up by like about 3.8% a year. What that basically means is, long and short, as your property value increases, you can take the equity from that and use that to be able to pay back your RSPs.
Yeah.
By doing that, the difference off of what you take on the house would just be an additional $100, $200 or so on your present mortgage. So it would be added to your mortgage. And as you're paying the mortgage, your RSPs would be complete and you'd be good to go.
So this is why people wonder why house is a good investment. Like having the ability to actually use the equity on the house.
Yeah.
It's the best
you can
thing.
take money out of it. Yeah. You can start a business with it. You can buy a second home. You can use it for your kids' education. You can do pretty much anything with that money.
Right.
And just try to make sure you buy a good place in a good location where the equity rises faster.
Yes.
Right?
And upgrading your home, let's say your basement isn't finished, you take out the money, you upgrade your home, and that increases the property value.
Yeah.
So now if you have the time, if your plan is to sell, then you'd be able to get way more money back into your pocket than you would before.
Yeah, which is what we're doing.
There's many different strategies you can go forward with.
Sandra, I think a lot of what we're discussing can be translated to Jamaica as well. But
yes.
Yeah.
But I just think it's not okay. It's harder for some things in Jamaica because it's not like here where things are based on your credit, how good your credit score is. In Jamaica, they don't really operate like that. You need your cash, right? You need money,
cash and you need to be able
you need to make sure
need.
you have that loan from wherever, So it's a little bit different, but the aim is still the same: ownership, creating generational wealth, that stuff.
Yes.
Saving a deposit, all those things.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, but definitely. Any more questions from the chat room? Let me see. Everybody just saying it's very informative. No, don't. I'm saying it's definitely informative for me overall. Like I said, I experienced what it is like in Jamaica and then coming to Canada late stage in my life. I had to learn this whole inner workings of how the Canadian, the whole system
is
so
different. So,
but you know what? With the blessing of what you guys are doing here today, it's definitely going to help a lot of people to navigate the system from now on.
Definitely,
because this video is going to be up there to stay, and people are going to be able to watch this and be able to learn from it. So that's the beauty of it. You've definitely from today positioned yourself to be able to bless many lives.
Yeah. And as you know, many people, I am telling you, if you know say you don't have the money for your floss and I do all them something, they don't do it. Don't live. Try to live within your means. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just I get old, but nothing excite me like shopping for home things. I don't know. Even before I owned a home, that was me. I'm a business bought hot shoes and hot bag and nothing like that.
Hold on, Carla.
Them kind of things there.
Carla. Carla, what's up?
Yo.
What going
on?
Blessed love. Go on.
Big up,
man.
Yes.
Yeah, man, Mr. Carla say, give thanks. A good, important message in the day. You see it?
Facts.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
That's one of the problems. amongst black people is that we don't share information within the black community. So it's like we're always out there blind.
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to share and make other people can learn from it.
For real, man. It's also encouragement, you know. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, I call. In the meantime, big up on yourself, you know. Congrats on home and everything.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Thank you for that.
And yeah, man. Me also call to confirm what the Virgin said earlier about the Capital One thing there.
Yeah.
Credit card. Yeah.
Good way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
When we come on here, Virgin, I don't know about them something, you know.
I'm going to tell you about it. Yeah.
That's true.
Yo, I work at pay my local phone bill, you know. And my local bill, you know, see?
Yeah.
And me get a thing at the mail. First one was Credit One. And it was like with $250. See it?
Yeah.
So I start on that and start pay regular payment. You know, I don't miss no payment. Whether to be early than late.
Yes. And even pay extra more than what you owe. Sometimes
Yeah.
that's good.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, and then boom. I see a Capital One come in, $500. I said, what? So we start move from this here, you know, still up here, bill and everything.
Yeah.
Then they send me letter in a mail. Approve for car, any car I want.
There you go. That's how the
Yes.
work.
But also, though, be smart, people.
Be smart.
I've gotten these offers in emails,
Exactly.
in the mail. Don't accept. I'm telling you. I know all of them have to take. I know all of them
No.
have to
I'm
accept.
getting
'Cause
there.
some of them are just trying to put you in a trap.
I'm getting there. Yes, shot.
Yeah. Okay.
For real.
Go
I'm getting
ahead.
there. But anyway, me did want a ride still.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
me get the ride. Yeah, man, me get the ride. I'm just a gift them, get the ride, I'm payment and everything.
Yeah.
And then guess what them do next?
Oh, go on.
They send a next card and say me approve for 100,000. I'm saying, hey, really? You know what I do? We cut up that. Yes, I say I ain't going no further. We cut up that budget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Good.
So that's why you said be smart. I was getting there for real. I said I ain't going no further. Nope. I
Yep.
cut up that place.
Yeah, because you know
Yeah,
if
man,
you can
I'm just-
manage it,
Me just
right?
stick with the chalk and that and deal with that for real.
Yeah.
But that show you so
Yeah,
once
man,
you have
and-
good
and-
credit, everything just roll out for you right there. People
Yeah.
actually run you down
It's
trying to give
easier.
you money. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, people, as we
You
say,
know?
it's not about the Carla. You're right, because remember, when you have good credit, okay. The car we have, and someone was asking me this the other day, like, oh, so you buy house, so how come you not drive hot car? First of all, me tell you this. I drive a Chevy Cruze 2017. Fully loaded car with talk and all these things. Okay, big screen and all these things. No, we bought this car. We bought the car the beginning of 2018. It's a new car, right?
Yeah.
And we decide what's the point of upgrading to what you call. You know how much it is just to look under the hood of a BMW. I'm sorry, my professor that money there in my account.
But
The
look,
thing is,
those BMW when they go buy their parts is very expensive. You hear me?
right?
Mechanic payment them things. If you don't know about car for yourself, if you leave BMW alone.
And the thing is though, you know, the car we have, it's a nice fully loaded car. If some people always going there, oh, your car is so nice, get big screen and everything. But to me, it was a crap car because it's a Chevy. But it you know, it have whole heap of features and all these things. But I'm just saying, if we're going to get,
Good
say
for
you
the
want a
eyes.
Benz, enough people don't live nowhere and I drive Benz and
Exactly.
I drive BMW and I drive Audi and all these hot high-end cars and a pay rent.
So overall,
And car not enough
For
value.
real.
The moment you drive the car
depreciating
off
assets.
the lot
Mm-hmm.
from a car dealership, the value goes down, people.
Down.
Be
For real.
smart. It got down.
Yeah.
So when we got
real.
that car, it wasn't about, okay, this is an investment, for do this, for do that. No, it's just to get from point A to point B. Right?
Exactly.
But don't, like,
Exactly.
me know people, enough people, even in Jamaica too, hot car is everything. Hot this, hot that, and you know, live nowhere and you pay rent.
You know what I
Live
actually
on
said? You rather build a house more than what I buy a much car.
Yeah, bro.
Exactly, because
Yeah,
it
man.
does not make sense.
The value for the house just keep going up, man, and the car just going
Yeah,
down.
man.
So
For real, man.
Exactly.
It's a depreciating asset.
Yeah, man.
Not,
no
not
one tell
that
us say,
later on
no
was
one
not
tell
go
us say
buy
by
one of them
even.
there. But me have to have enough money in float. Like if I'm buying a car like that, it definitely have to make sure say nah put no kind of dent in my account or something we can blindly buy even cash. You know what I mean? What me not, you know? So
all right,
just be
Carla,
smart.
in the last words. What I said?
Oh yeah, man. Me I say, well, even with me, it helped me to even get me hours without no payment down. That the next thing me want to say. You see me I say? Yeah, man. Me get that hours, no payment down. You understand? Me just the first payment will be just the next 45 days, something like that.
Oh yeah.
Credit up.
Like you skip a month. You don't pay the first month, you pay the other month.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, so definitely
Yeah, man. So me I say,
people need to understand, like, Jamaicans, we know the mentality different. When you're there, Jamaica is different. They want to buy it cash and everything.
Yeah.
But coming to this first world countries.
Serif Thorny. Car is an investment if you drive Uber or Lyft.
Well, we don't drive Uber or Lyft, so the car is very much a liability for me.
I stand corrected. Yeah, investment. If a car make money for you, it's an investment.
If you drive taxi, a car is an investment. If you have them kind of, if you're using it for your business, right? But for us, no. Right?
Yeah, man, big up on yourself. Very informative. Good message today,
yeah?
All right, big up yourself, Makala. Mad respect.
Yeah, man. Blessed Virgin. Give thanks again.
All right.
Yes, yeah, man. Rayon,
all right, so Rayon, we're just going to try to get some call and people want to big you up and things.
This look like Libra.
Hello.
Oh, you have my. Oh, this is not my phone number. I'm only calling because my cousin is sitting next to me. That's the only reason why.
Why your cousin
Hi,
told you
calling? Nice to hear you again.
That's the only reason, because I did promise Militant I would never call back in, so I'm sure he's going crazy in the chat room.
Why wouldn't you call back in? Why wouldn't you call in?
Why not?
Okay, this is the only thing I wanted to say, because since you guys bought your wonderful home, and I don't know how the tax write-offs are in Canada, but being that you guys have JA Radio as your other business, and you use that basement, you can write off that basement as a tax credit. So you can say, I don't know if they do that over there.
Yes, they do. Believe me, I'm already way on that. Saving receipts. Because any kind of receipt, food out, business meeting. You can do all of that. I work in finance.
Equipment.
So, if you can write off anything for taxes, people, it is a really, really good idea to do so. Keep your receipts for the whole year. Find one little Ziploc bag and put them in it. So for certain things, you can write them off. You can write it off.
And also too, this is what I want to say to you, Shakira. Girl, you know you love brands, okay? Trust me, I can see through you. You know
what you're talking about.
You do. The same thing with J Radio. You know, you can get you like a nice BMW or Mercedes, and you can advertise your YouTube channel on the car and use that also as a tax write-off. So you can have your Audi or whatever car you want.
Well, for me, I prefer to see that money in my account. Because I can use something cheaper to do it.
Okay, I'm just saying, because I peeped that you do like the finer
I
things.
like nice things, but I'm not just gonna go and buy. Okay, it depends.
No, you know, I should have pretty car, right? Definitely.
First of all, shut up, sir. When the car is nice, yes, but I was still cautious of how far this can go. Like, you still have to keep in mind your budget and all these things.
You guys have kids. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and if something happened to the car, how easy it is to fix. Some people don't think about that when they buy a hot car, you know. Because, sometimes just to even lift up the hood and look under it, they charge you like $1,000 sometimes.
I know the luxury car I drive is actually leased, so I don't really worry about that. The only problem with leasing, I tell people you have to have another car, because once you go over the mileage, they charge you, but they take care of all of that. So.
Good. See, that's smart. Important. Yeah. Warranty. When you lease those, then you're not really responsible for all the other things that happen.
All right, so
Trust me.
So Libra, I don't think you have any questions for Rayon. You sound like a professional.
No, I don't. I just know I didn't really want to talk to him. I just, just wanted to drop that just in case.
I was here trying to make
no disrespect to him. No, he's very good at what he does. I don't want anybody to think like I'm trying to chastise him or anything. So.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You've already been there, done that. Moving on to your third home. We understand.
Yeah. No, this is my first and only home. my mom has my name on the deed to her house, but that doesn't count. Like this is my actual house. So.
All right.
Okay,
But
good.
Yeah,
anyway,
like I say,
yeah.
you've been there, done that,
Hmm?
so definitely.
Yeah, we are new
So,
to the whole party, you know what I mean?
oh yeah, trust me. Like I said, have fun. It's a wonderful journey. You're gonna be decorating for the next 5 years. Trust me.
Believe me. Yes, you have no idea.
All
Yeah.
right,
So,
Libra, big up
okay.
yourself.
Well, you guys
Hey,
be
hey,
safe.
Libra,
Bye.
I'm glad you decided
Yeah.
to call back in. Know what I
Thank
mean?
you.
And that's
Yeah,
how we live.
militant. Don't
Nice
curse me
speaking
out
with
in the
you
chat.
again.
We don't live like that. Stop it. All right, big up
All
yourself,
right.
Libra. All right,
Bye.
Yeah.
much respect.
Okay, bye.
All right, so remember, anybody who want to get in touch with Rayon, you definitely Rayon can shout out the Instagram again. If
Yes, it's rayon.anderson.realty. RAYON.ANDERSON.
all right,
Realty.
Yeah.
Not Ryan.
yeah,
Rayon.
give us a
Rayon,
people.
Rayon.
Pardon, we always
Rayon.
Jamaicans butcher everybody name.
No, I know. But
So
I'm used to it. I'm used to
so
it. It is what it is.
yeah, apologies for that. Caller,
Okay.
No,
what's
there's
up?
no apologies needed. I'm just making it very clear for everyone who isn't Jamaican.
Okay.
Caller, what's up?
Yeah, man. Bless up, Jerry. Radio.
Bless up.
Bless up.
I need one operator, one receptionist.
True. We've been hearing that over the
But
years.
Right?
listen, congratulations first of all
Respect.
for buying the property.
Thank you.
I know it's a
Thank
big
you.
step.
Appreciate that.
I'm a homeowner myself, and I know the processes of and how complicated it can be. And when you talk to banks and real estate agents, you understand, the intricacies and all of them details that it come like you don't even know the right questions to ask.
True that. That's it for real. For the first time buyers, you don't even know the right questions indeed.
Yeah.
Right. You don't know the question to ask. You know you don't understand, but you don't know what to ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
correct.
It takes somebody like cause I've been listening for probably the last 10-15 minutes. I kind of jump on late, but
Cool.
I listen to what's the name? Rayon.
Rayon.
Yes, Rayon.
Rayon, it doesn't matter as long as you get the IG right.
All right, cool.
Okay, Rayon.
But I don't really have no questions for you today, but I just want to kind of share my thoughts on, overall just being financially educated and understanding the process and doing research before you make such a move. For the people listening. Me in the States, and I'm not sure how the process is for Canada, but my assumption is it's somewhat similar. But also before I go, I want to kind of bring to your attention that I've recently, in probably the last maybe 2 years, figured out a way how to pay off mortgages and even just debts in general in a much faster period. So if that's something that anybody listening is interested in, them can always hit me. And we go through it. If you guys even want kind of have a separate thing.
Yeah, it's so like we need to do a separate show for that because this might be
that's some research that we've been doing on our own as well.
Right.
And finding out some different strategies on how to pay off your mortgage way earlier.
Yes,
right. It's something that is proven. I've been doing it with my own property, so I know it worked for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you guys kind of like it kind of gonna take some a little bit of shift in mindset in doing it because it takes discipline as well. So I don't have the time today for kind of even go through it on the call, but if
no,
you
we
guys
definitely try to do it.
Yeah.
And we have a professional on the live as well. Rayon very verse as well. So we definitely can collaborate and work that out for our next show.
Yeah, we can do that.
Most definitely.
And it's not just for mortgage people. For any loans, there are strategies out there on how to pay it off faster with way less interest.
Yes.
Significantly less interest and significantly less time.
Yes, less time, less interest. Yeah.
Because for just as an example, I guess everybody normally go take out a 30-year mortgage because it make the monthly payment cheaper. So I currently have like a 30-year mortgage, but I'm on schedule for finish pay it off in the next 7 years. So that's the kind of acceleration where, it's possible. So, it can be done. It definitely can be done.
All right, we'll definitely try to keep your contact and we can talk and work out something for the next show.
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Best of and congrats again, yeah?
All
yeah,
right,
man.
cheers,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Big up.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Carl.
Yeah, definitely, people. So we're just trying to provide some information. Anybody who's professional in their field as well, You know what I mean? Feel free to chime in. That's the whole essence of the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir, Rayon.
There's also one thing, people, it's good to keep budgets for yourself. Even if you're not versed in finance or anything like that, go online. There are templates that you can use. I mean, I work in finance. I pretty much work with budgets all day, every day. I can maybe do a live and show you how to create an efficient budget, how to monitor
amazing.
And all those things, because believe me, those things are really, really good when it comes to tracking your money, your income, and your expenses. It's really good.
And you definitely need to do some personality shifting. Like you need to, for me, like when I go to my bed and if I owe anybody, I can't sleep.
I know, nightmare.
Like literally, so I always try to make sure someone pay off this. Me do without the food for a while, even though food important. Me say, yo, me clear off the bill. I would just try to focus on what we can eat for the month.
We prefer broke.
We prefer broke.
So it's like something me and Wiz we prefer broke. But no one want nobody know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody can. I call my phone, stuff like that.
So look at things like that, get the bill collectors off your back, and it'll definitely improve the credit. Yes, sir, Rayon.
Supplement the oxtail for bully beef. It's not hard.
Simple as that. No. You just want your belly full. Oxtail for bully beef. Come on.
Right.
Same difference. Belly full.
It's still belly full.
Yeah, Rayon. Any last words and the gem you want job coming on and keep it too long. I know your money time is money for you, you know.
Okay, no problem.
Anything you want to say to the people watching?
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, with just to go over what we spoke about, credit is king, queen, all. Make sure you defend your credit to the best of your abilities. Make sure that you are diligent in saving. Make sure that wherever it is that you're working right now, if you're an entrepreneur, you go to an accountant as soon as possible and get your finances documented. You want to make sure that you have everything set up. Aside from that, it all comes back down to making sure that you're set up with the right professionals, the right lawyers, mortgage brokers, realtors to be able to help you. And if you don't have that, you can always reach out to me, rayon.anderson.realty, rayon.anderson.realty on Instagram, or you could call me at my number, which will be available in the comment section below.
All right, definitely, people. Anybody watching right now, just come back the next 10 minutes after the show is over. I'll add all of Ryan's contact, or you can definitely just inbox JA Radio TV on Instagram, and we'll definitely hook you up.
Yeah.
Shar seemed like she want to get to know you, Ryan, so we're gonna work out that offline.
Yeah. Definitely. Rayon Anderson, team lead of Sherlock Holmes, and it's been a pleasure talking to you guys.
Facts.
Yes, thank you.
It was a pleasure,
thank you
man.
for the time, your very expensive time
that
I'm not paying for because I'm your family member.
And you decided to share a wealth of knowledge for free. You know what I mean? So we appreciate that 100%.
No problem. Whenever you guys are ready, if you have any other things that you'd like to talk about pertaining to investment stocks, real estate again.
Oh, because I heard that you're actually well versed on this Forex thing, you know. Something I think about for dabbling.
Oh yeah,
into,
we
know.
can do
Forex.
Another
Definitely.
Definitely.
Not the whole thing, the nonsense of, all right, guys, so if you sign up underneath me, you'll be able to I hate those kind of people. They're putting a really...
That's where I'm at right now. That's where I'm at right now, because I've been searching this whole Forex thing, and it's just like, yo, sign up for this course, sign up for that, and...
There are definitely some good courses out there that can teach you about trading on the foreign exchange, as well as knowing how to go about trading stocks. One of the key things that a lot of people do is they would go on and they would find scanners. The scanners themselves would tell you the top performing stocks for the day. Right now, this is key information. Not a lot of people are willing to even talk about this.
Oh,
this is
all right, whoa.
We're not give them it yet. We're gonna do a separate show.
Yeah.
You
so
you
talk
I'm
about
try to do these
for them. Show them how they can go about investing. Open up a Quest Trade account. How they can go about trading in the banks. That's no problem. And anything else pertaining to real estate, I'm right here.
All right. So we're gonna try to make this a regular thing for Sundays. Sundays, we take a break from the regular. Mother would have said bugo yaga. You know what I mean? Sometimes we just sometimes we have to talk about some real productive things. So we're gonna try to do this more often. Definitely.
No problem.
All right. A lot of people say they're actually trading stocks right now in the chat room. So definitely it's a good topic as well. We might learn from some other people.
Investing,
Exactly.
All right, sir. So Rayon, big up yourself.
No problem. All right, family. Take care.
All right. Blessings.
Cool.
Blessings.
All right.
Yeah, people.
Well, folks, thank you for the time with us. I hope somebody got something and is now going to change the way they're handling their money, their lifestyle, so they can get to, where they want to be.
Yeah. It's one thing I felt really proud to because there's a lot of black people out there doing real professional work right now based on the call-ins. We have Fancy, we have Shar, a lot of people out there actually. Yeah, we need people like these to push the black community forward. People calling in. All right, so people, definitely, we're not going to overdo it still. We want to make it a regular thing, ongoing thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't say Sunday because Sunday is the easy going day of the week.
There's some comments that I wanted to.
ASP, big up.
Yeah, Erica Spence, bless up yourself. Blessings
love.
to you all. I feel so good. My heart is happy for you, JA Radio. This is what the Bible says. Love each other as we love ourselves. Definitely.
Hey, love. You've been here from the start.
Thank you for the support.
Big up. Level 100, big up. You know what I mean?
We're going to put the information. People are asking. Save this live. Yeah, we're not deleting this.
Yes, so Rayon's information will be in the description. You can forward back like the next 10 minutes and it should be there.
Yeah.
Definitely an error on my part. It should have been there from the start, but yeah.
Yeah, and as we say, it's really, really good to know that we have some real big professionals out there. Black professionals who are doing it big. Libra, I know you're one of them. Although you're not fully black.
Libra one away. Yeah, definitely. Libra one away.
I mess with Libra, man. And Shar and Fancy K, bless upon yourself.
Respect for the support.
At least, we're pushing the needle forward.
Double trouble.
I know it's a tariff, why I think is, doing some big stuff out there.
As a young youth,
studying, so
good luck.
Good, have your good credit. Always try to aim. The minimum credit for buying a home here, I think, is 680, but I think you should always aim for the 700s, 800s. You know what I mean?
Big up yourself.
So, just
OVO.
go and do
big up. O'Neal, big up yourself. You know what I mean? Shan, big up yourself. Everybody watching, big up yourself. All of the people, make sure to press like. Optimus, your boss, big up yourself. What I'm saying? Infrared, are they about, brother? You're joining live late. Alright, so it sound like Infrared know about the stock market, so probably the next show.
Yeah,
which
you're
is Sunday.
in.
I try to make it be a Sunday thing,
Yeah.
Sunday easy going, different from the whole dancehall thing sometimes. Sometimes I do some positive things.
Yeah, so you can call in then and probably share some of your knowledge on the whole stock market stuff.
Alright,
right?
so Tani definitely say I do the stock thing. Like I said, I'm late to the whole thing, but I want to learn a lot more about the whole trading and everything right now. Alright, so it's all about, it's not like so we are come to teach, more learn as well. 100.
I don't know everything. There are certain things I know. I work in finance, but I'm not versed in trading or anything like that. So that's something I definitely would want to know.
Alright.
But I can relay some info as opposed to the finance stuff.
Hey, Banquest, yo, money talk. I them the thing that I try to focus on this year now, yo. Money talk. We want to find out everywhere we can make different income. Definitely, more want to hear about it. All of them passive income, having income on the side.
Money and assets.
Yeah, so I'm all about that type of discussion.
DJ Dark Shades. Missed out on the topic, save the live.
Will do, Dark Shade. You know you're the boss. Can watch it on the rerun. Big up on yourself, people. Yeah. I don't know, say yo. We're gonna go live later again.
Yeah, we're promising the second half of the After Dark that we were doing last night. And yes, we will do that later.
Everybody watching, just make sure to tune in tonight, because we're gonna go tonight at cranny time, We're done being decent now. So say tonight unruly. We're gonna talk about a bag of things. Some girl that say size matter and them things. Some man that say yo, a plank.
Oh my god.
Some man say them a plankton. So more want to hear from the people. More want to hear the female them talk about the size matter thing to week. I more want to learn. You know what I mean?
So we will be coming back tonight with that.
We hear some woman that talk about they don't want to tuko.
Oh my gosh. Nobody.
Some woman say them don't want to tuko. After when a Jackie Chan. Alright, you must say people. Big up on yourself. Big up on yourself.
People.
Yo, full reggae. Big up yourself.
Full reggae, probably around maybe 9:30.
Yeah, we're gonna just rest
around then.
Consume some food and one of them something. So yeah.
So as I say, last note, people, remember, it is better to own than to rent. You can't hype over things where you're not own.
Yeah, come like a show name Money Talk.
Money Talk.
Yeah, Money Talk. Banquest, big up yourself for that. Money Talk, people must say right now. So Sundays we talk about money, all of the different ways we can earn money, so we can learn from each other. We can't be selfish with the knowledge as black people, because the other side out there win. We literally play catch up right now. So everybody can start get some wealth and generational wealth to pass down to the kids them. You get me? That way I deal with this year.
Fancy, I go call in tonight
Yeah.
and talk about what she
Fancy,
prefer.
one of them was she not deal with the toko thing.
Oh my gosh.
You see me?
I cannot.
2000 volt. You know what I mean? Utility pole. Fancy, one of them will say, yo, if you not work with the utility pole, she want to get shock. Electroshock therapy.
Electroshock.
Alright, yeah, man. So people, tune in tonight. Alright?
Yo,
Different
I
setup
cannot.
on the whole thing.
Alright.
Full reggae. You know the thing go. Big up yourself. Bullet. Infrared. Big up yourself. Thani, you know your boss. Thani, you need to go find something to Thani. It's bigger on you tonight, you know. Yeah. Thani, I don't feel this tonight, you know. I don't know what I'm going in the Thani. Big up yourself still. I'm so I'm going. Fancy yourself.
Fancy by Kai. Can't wait for tonight.
Yo, Jado, big up yourself, Thani. Thani say, yo, my professional. What am I talking about? Alright, people, over and out. Until the next notification. You know,